From red carpets to recording studios, these bold, brilliant Gen Z trailblazers are smashing stereotypes, rewriting the rules, and living their truth out loud. Whether they're actors, musicians, influencers, or icons in the making, one thing's for sure, they're not just rising stars, they're redefining the spotlight. So grab your popcorn, hit that like, and don't forget to subscribe. You're gonna want more of this. Let's dive in. Karan Brar. He was the kid who made us laugh on Disney Channel, but behind that signature smile was a quiet strength waiting to be seen. Karan Brar grew up in front of the camera, literally. From charming millions as Ravi Ross on Disney's Jessie and Bunked, Karan quickly became one of the most recognizable South Asian faces on kids' TV. But off-screen, he was navigating something far more personal, his identity as a gay Indian American in Hollywood. Quietly and proudly coming out, Karan chose authenticity over expectation, and in doing so gave voice to a group rarely seen in mainstream media. "There's so much strength in softness," he shared in a heartfelt interview. Beyond acting, he's become a mental health advocate, speaking openly about grief, masculinity, and mental resilience after losing his best friend and roommate, Cameron Boyce. Today, Karan is embracing deeper roles and telling more complex stories, proving that former child stars can grow into powerful creators with purpose. With each step forward, he's breaking stereotypes, building bridges, and becoming a new kind of leading man. One who's kind, honest, and unapologetically himself. Bradley Simpson. You may know him as the voice behind the Vamps, but today Bradley Simpson is singing a whole new song, one of truth, pride, and reinvention. After years of sold-out arenas and pop chart hits, Bradley stunned the public by coming out, reclaiming his story, and redefining masculinity in music. "Music gave me the courage, but Hollywood gave me the freedom," he shared in a moving interview. His transition from pop star to rising actor has been seamless, magnetic, and bold. With smoldering hazel eyes, sharp fashion sense, and rock star swagger, Brad brings something fresh and fierce to every red carpet. His home studio in the Hollywood Hills is where British rock meets American dream. Guitars, scripts, and queerness in harmony. Through his Center Stage initiative, he mentors LGBTQ+ musicians aiming to break into acting. For Bradley, being out isn't a risk, it's a revolution. He's not just crossing genres, he's tearing down boundaries for the next generation to soar. Noah Schnapp. Few stars have grown up more publicly or more gracefully than Noah Schnapp. From haunted houses and Stranger Things to heartfelt honesty in real life, Noah's journey has captured hearts around the world. At just 19, he made headlines by coming out while filming the show's final season. "The love I received from the cast and crew showed me that Hollywood is changing for the better," he told The Hollywood Reporter. That moment wasn't just personal, it was a powerful cultural shift. Noah isn't just thriving on screen, he's a full-time college student and the CEO of TBH, a vegan hazelnut spread company already beloved by celebs like Zendaya and Tom Holland. Whether rocking Louis Vuitton on red carpets or pitching investors in casual chic, he proves success has no dress code. Inside his Hollywood Hills home, his Stranger Things script hangs beside his Trevor Project certificate, symbols of growth, purpose, and pride. Noah isn't just part of the future, he is the future. Sebastian Croft. With a mischievous grin and a heart full of purpose, Sebastian Croft is taking Hollywood by storm, one honest performance at a time. Best known for his role in Heartstopper, this 22-year-old Brit has charmed the world with his wit, warmth, and willingness to be fully himself. "Being queer isn't a limitation, it's part of my power," he shared during a variety panel. That attitude has landed him roles that challenge norms, inspire hearts, and push boundaries. Off-screen, Sebastian's sense of style is a masterclass in glam meets edge. Think Burberry blazers, vintage boots, and bold choices that scream confidence. He splits time between his cozy London flat and a sleek Hollywood Hills home, where BAFTA certificates meet rainbow flags. Through his Act with Pride initiative, he's opening doors for more LGBTQ+ representation in casting rooms and writers' tables. With that signature smirk and a mission in his heart, Sebastian Croft is here to make sure queerness is no longer a subplot, it's the headline. Justice Smith. Justice Smith isn't asking for permission to be himself, he's owning every space he walks into. Whether it's a blockbuster set or a protest march, Justice brings his whole identity with him, proudly, loudly, and powerfully. With breakout roles in Pokémon Detective Pikachu, Jurassic World, and All the Bright Places, he's proven he can carry a franchise. But it's his off-screen activism that truly inspires. He came out publicly during a Black Lives Matter protest, declaring, "My queerness and my blackness are not separate," and instantly became a voice for intersectional representation. Whether in a Gucci suit or grassroots gear, he radiates quiet confidence and purposeful defiance. Justice isn't afraid to love publicly either, sharing his relationship with actor Nicholas L. Ashe and showing the world that queer black joy deserves a spotlight too. In a town that often asks for compromise, Justice Smith is giving the world everything, raw, real, and revolutionary. Jaden Smith. He wore skirts to red carpets before the world was ready, but Jaden Smith has never waited for approval. As the son of Hollywood royalty, Jaden could have coasted on fame. Instead, he used his platform to break barriers, defy gender norms, and speak openly about his fluid sexuality. His rumored romance with Tyler, the Creator, was just one moment in a lifetime of bold choices that have redefined masculinity for Gen Z. Musically, he's in his own lane, blending rap, rock, and soul with unapologetic authenticity. Fashion-wise, he's a full-on icon, blurring the lines between streetwear and high fashion with every red carpet look. Offstage, he's a philanthropist, feeding the homeless and fighting for clean water in underserved communities. Jaden is more than just a celebrity, he's a movement. In an industry that often plays it safe, Jaden Smith dares to be unpredictable, unfiltered, and unforgettable. He's not just ahead of the curve, he's creating the curve. William Gao. With quiet charm and piercing eyes, William Gao is quietly rewriting what a queer Asian leading man can be. Rising to fame through the beloved series Heartstopper, William brought grace, vulnerability, and presence to a role that meant the world to millions of queer teens. But he's more than just an actor. He's a multi-hyphenate talent who also performs in his indie band, Washia Project, alongside his sister. Being British Chinese and openly queer in Hollywood isn't something William takes lightly. It used to feel impossible, he told Teen Vogue. Now, it feels like destiny. His fashion blends heritage and boldness, rocking Asian designers, high fashion, and vintage finds like a true Gen Z icon. He splits his time between London and Los Angeles, surrounding himself with art, culture, and purpose. Williams' workshops for young Asian LGBTQ+ actors are opening doors and changing lives. He isn't just making room at the table, he's building a bigger one. Adam B. What happens when a children's entertainer becomes a beacon of truth? You get Adam B. and a whole new kind of LGBTQ+ role model. Adam B. rose to fame as a cheerful, high-energy YouTuber and later became a host on CBBC, beloved by kids across the United Kingdom. But behind the jokes and challenges was a young man carrying a story he hadn't yet shared. In 2022, Adam came out in an emotional video watched by millions. "This is me," he said, and the world cheered. His honesty didn't just break the algorithm, it broke stigma. Since then, he's become a powerful voice for mental health, queer visibility, and media diversity. With his bright smile, stylish fits, and wholesome vibe, Adam's showing that being LGBTQ+ is not just normal, it's joyful. He's also one of the youngest gay public figures in children's media, blazing a trail for others to follow. For the next generation of kids watching YouTube, Adam B. is proof that you can be anything, as long as you're yourself. Sawyer Fredericks. His voice sounded older than his years, but his courage, timeless. Sawyer Fredericks was just 16 when he won The Voice with his soulful sound and old soul energy. But behind the folk blues mystique was a young man quietly discovering himself. Years later, Sawyer came out as bisexual and demisexual, embracing his full identity with the same quiet strength he brought to every performance. "I'm still me, just more honest," he shared with fans. His openness was met with overwhelming support, especially from LGBTQ+ youth in rural communities who saw themselves in his journey. Offstage, Sawyer lives on a farm in upstate New York, writing music that blends introspection, truth, and raw beauty. He proves you don't have to live in Los Angeles or be flashy to be powerful. His voice carries more than melody, it carries meaning. Sawyer Fredericks is the definition of quiet courage, and his journey is a song of freedom. Aiden Gallagher. Aiden Gallagher is the rare kind of star who doesn't just want fame, he wants to leave the world better than he found it. Best known for his role as number 5 in the Umbrella Academy, Aiden brings intensity to every scene. But offset, he's just as fierce. Not with powers, but with purpose. At 20, he's already a UN Environment Goodwill Ambassador, fighting climate change while using his platform to inspire action. During an emotional livestream from his trailer, Aiden casually and confidently came out, showing that being queer can be part of the conversation without needing to be the whole story. Being true to yourself includes being true to the planet, he told Teen Vogue. From red carpets in recycled designer fashion to solar-powered living in his eco-home, Aiden proves sustainability and queerness can go hand in hand. With sharp looks, deep conviction, and limitless energy, Aiden isn't just saving the world in fiction, he's doing it for real. Woody Cook. He's not here to fit in, he's here to shake things up. Woody Cook, son of British TV royalty Zoe Ball and music legend Fatboy Slim, has built a name for himself without riding anyone's coattails. As a DJ, reality star, and queer icon in the making, Woody came out as bisexual with total confidence, smashing stereotypes about masculinity, celebrity, and British stiff upper lips. Loud, proud, and sometimes delightfully chaotic, Woody has become a visible force in UK media for LGBTQ+ Gen Z. Whether he's mixing beats at Pride events or challenging toxic norms on reality TV, Woody brings zero-filter authenticity to everything he does. He's outspoken about mental health, queer identity, and the need for more diversity in entertainment. And though he was born into fame, he's using his platform to lift up others, not just party. With wild energy, a big heart, and a sharp mind, Woody Cook isn't just the life of the party, he's changing the whole playlist. Fly Soldier. Tatted up, turned up, and totally unbothered, Fly Soldier is rewriting the rules of visibility in hip-hop. Known for his viral online persona and outlandish twin act, Fly Soldier shocked fans when he came out publicly, defying expectations in one of music's most hyper-masculine spaces. He's part of a wave of queer artists disrupting toxic norms in rap culture, proving that queerness and swagger can absolutely coexist. While some questioned his authenticity, Fly doubled down, showing that being loud, bold, and openly gay isn't just a gimmick, it's power. His presence is disruptive in the best way possible, challenging outdated standards of what masculinity should look like in the digital era. With flashy grills, wild tattoos, and unapologetic energy, he's flipping the narrative and inviting the culture to evolve. Love him or hate him, Fly Soldier is forcing the conversation, and for some queer kids watching, he might just be the unexpected representation they needed. Brandon Flynn. He didn't come to Hollywood to be a gay icon, he came to act, but somewhere along the way, he became both. Brandon Flynn rose to stardom playing Justin Foley in Netflix's 13 Reasons Why, instantly earning heartthrob status. But he didn't stop there. Brandon came out in 2017 in a deeply personal Instagram post supporting LGBTQ+ rights, turning his private truth into public advocacy. He quickly became one of Hollywood's most visible young gay actors, opening conversations about mental health, queer love, and vulnerability in the industry. His relationship with Sam Smith brought even more visibility to queer romance in the public eye. But Brandon never let tabloid buzz define him. He chooses roles with emotional weight, bringing softness and strength to every performance. Off-screen, he's active in mental health advocacy and LGBTQ+ rights, using his voice for more than fame. Brandon Flynn isn't just another handsome face, he's a reminder that being vulnerable is a form of courage. Connor Jessup. Some actors chase the spotlight. Connor Jessup quietly creates it. Known for his depth, honesty, and emotional range, Connor has built a career that speaks louder than any headline ever could. Best known for Lock and Key, this Canadian actor has spent years building a career with emotional depth, quiet charisma, and undeniable talent. In 2019, he came out as gay in a heartfelt Instagram post, sharing that he had been afraid of being judged, but was finally ready to live freely. That moment didn't just liberate him, it resonated with thousands of fans who felt seen, many for the first time. Connor brings that same emotional truth to every role, often gravitating toward complex, nuanced characters. He's also a filmmaker and producer, creating stories that spotlight queer lives with empathy and artistry. His relationship with 13 Reasons Why star Miles Heiser gave fans another glimpse of queer joy behind the scenes. Jessup reminds us that strength isn't always loud. Sometimes it's found in the softest moments and the bravest honesty. Ben Platt. When Ben Platt sings, the world stops to listen. But it's his truth that hits the hardest. From Tony-winning roles to heartfelt ballads, Ben's journey has always been rooted in openness, vulnerability, and pride. Ben rose to fame as the Tony-winning star of Dear Evan Hansen, breaking hearts nightly with his raw, emotional performance. But it's his journey off stage that's just as compelling. Openly gay from the start of his career, Ben has consistently used his platform to champion authenticity and queer love. His Netflix series The Politician explored sexuality with nuance and flair, while his solo music dives deep into love, heartbreak, and healing, all through a proudly queer lens. His relationship with fellow Broadway alum Noah Galvin isn't just sweet, it's inspiring. Two openly gay stars thriving, creating, and loving out loud. Whether he's belting ballads or rocking Gucci on red carpets, Ben is living proof that you don't have to hide to shine. He's more than a leading man. He's the voice of a generation finally singing its truth. From Disney darlings to queer rock stars, eco-warriors to fashion kings, these 15 young men aren't just out, they're outstanding. They're showing the world that success has no straight path, and being proudly, loudly yourself is the ultimate power move. Which star inspired you most? Drop a comment below and tell us. And hey, if you love content like this, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a rainbow moment. Until next time, stay bold, stay bright, and stay beautifully you.